Welcome to the 365 No Equipment Workout for all ability levels. My name is Tara, and with the help of Latoya and Sean, we're going to show you how to do different exercise moves at home with no equipment. So you can either watch me, or for a different modification, you can watch Latoya, and for a seated modification, you can watch Sean. So let's start with our first warm-up. All of us are going to move our hands up and down. And I'm going to go up on my toes while I'm moving my arms up, but Latoya is just going to stay down on her feet and move her arms up, and Sean's going to stay seated and move his arms up. So you can choose whichever version you feel most comfortable. So ready? And up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Up and down. And now this is for all ability levels. We're going to move our hands like we're swimming. And if you get tired, you can take a little break, or you can stay with us the whole time. All right, so the next move we're going to do is I'm going to squat down and then bring my arms up. And Latoya can either hold on to her chair and squat down, or she can move her arms up, whichever you like to do. You want to squat or move your arms up? You want to squat. So Latoya is going to hold on to her chair for support and do squats. And then Sean is going to sit in his chair and move his arms up. So let's all do them together. So down and up, 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 down and up. All right, so now we're going to do more with our arms, and all of us are going to circle our arms forward. And now circle your arms backwards. All right, so shake out your arms. And we're going to go into our next move. So all of us are going to move our arms like this.
What's in that box?
So if you're seated or standing, you can move your arms like this. And I'm going to add a march. Latoya, do you want to move both arms? Perfect. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move one arm at a time, and we're going to go up and then squeeze our muscles. And then up and squeeze, kind of like you're flexing your muscles to show someone how big your muscles are. And up and squeeze. And up and squeeze, and up and squeeze, and up and squeeze, and up and squeeze, and up and squeeze. So now we're going to do a move. I'm going to move my knees up, and I'm going to put my hands out at my waist and try to hit my hands with my knees. So Latoya is going to do the same thing. You want to hold your hands out in front of you, and then try to hit your knee to your... Perfect. And then Sean can move his legs in his chair and move them up. Perfect. So let's all do it together. And you can go at this pace, or you can go faster like this. Or you can do a little bit of both, whatever you like best. All right, so now the next move, all of us are going to move our hands side to side. And I'm going to add a march in with mine. You can do that if you like.
What's in that box?
All right, so next, we're going to jog or walk in place. So Latoya is going to march in place, like she's just walking, and Sean's going to move his arms and legs, and I'm going to run in place. All right, so now all of us are going to put our arms up over our heads, and one arm at a time, we're going to lower our elbow down and up, and down and up. See how Latoya's hand is bent at her elbow? She's going to unbend that arm, and perfect. And then move the other one down. Go down and down, down. And you can do this seated or standing. And now we're going to go down and squeeze like we were squeezing our muscles on the other one. And other hand, and other hand, and other one. All right, so now we're going to do high knees again. So have your hands out and try to hit your knees onto your hands. And if you did it slow the first time, you can go fast this time. All right, so now all of us are going to move our hands out in front of us, and then out to the sides, and then out in front, and out to the sides. And I'm going to add a march in with mine. And Latoya is going to just stand still while she moves her arms. And Sean's going to move his arms in his chair. All right, so now we're going to do lunges. So what Latoya is going to do is she's going to hold onto the back of her chair. You want to hold onto your chair and step one leg back, and then she's going to lower down. And what Sean's going to do is one leg at a time. He's going to raise his leg a little bit and then extend it out and pull it back in. You think you can do that? Perfect, and then bend at the, great. Okay, so let's count 10 together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to switch legs. So the other leg's going to go in front, and Sean's going to extend his other leg. So let's do 10 on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so our next move is toe touches. So in Sean's chair, he's going to bend over and get his hands as close to his feet as he can. Latoya is going to do the same thing standing. And if you can't touch your toes, that's okay. Just go as far as you can. So we're going to count 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now we're all going to make our way to the floor. If you're in a chair, you can just go forward and get on all fours. And me and Latoya are going to do that also. We're going to get to our knees and then on all fours. You want to scoot up that way a little bit? Perfect. And then Sean's going to come out of his chair and get onto all fours as well. And if he wants to scoot forward so he's got room. So So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull our belly buttons towards the ground and look up. So your tummy should be down and your head and your booty should be up. And then we're going to go the other way, and your belly button should be going towards the ceiling. And then the other way. And the other way. And then make your way back to a flat back like a table. And we're going to test our balance. And we're going to see if we can raise one arm at a time. And then lower. And the other arm. And lower. Now let's see if we can move one leg up and make it straight, or as much as you can, and lower. And then the other leg, and lower. Now let's really try to challenge ourselves and see if we can do one arm and one leg. And if you can't, that's fine. You can stay in the tabletop, or you can just move one arm or one leg. And then let's switch sides. Other arm and other leg. That's okay. Just work on challenging yourself every time and see if you can improve your balance each time you do the exercise. All right, so now from this position, we're going to walk our hands forward. And if you're able to do push-ups, we're going to do 5 push-ups. And if that's too much of a challenge, you just want to strengthen your arms like this, you can stay in this position. So we're going to go down for 5 push-ups. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you can't do all 5, that's fine too. Just do as many as you can and improve each time. So now we're going to sit back on our feet with our arms stretched forward. Latoya, can you stretch your arms as far as you can? And just feel the stretch in your back and your arms. And then go back to all fours, and we're going to lower onto our stomachs. So now everyone's on their stomach, and we're going to stretch our arms out in front of us. And just feel the stretch through your arms and your back and your legs. And we're going to try to strengthen our back by either lifting your arms up, or lifting your legs up, or by lifting both up at the same time. Or you can just stay in this position. So we're going to count 5 times together where we're all going to lift up either our arms, our legs, or both, whichever you choose. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now we're going to push up either from your forearms like this and stretch, or you can put your hands up and stretch all the way up like this. Whatever's most comfortable for you. And we're going to sit back so that we're sitting down. And we're going to sit down with our legs out in front of us. So we're going to stretch our legs by reaching for our toes. And you can grab your toes if you can, and if not, just reach as far as you can so that you feel the stretch in the back of your legs. Or you can do it how Sean has part of his legs, apart, and that's most comfortable for him, so you can do that too if you'd like. So now we're going to bring our legs in. You don't have to bring them all the way in. If this is as much as you can do that. Or you can move them all the way in and then lean forward. All right, so if you're comfortable like this, you can stay in this position, or you can switch to being cross-legged. And we're going to stretch our arms by moving one arm across our body and pulling it towards us with the other arm. And then switch arms. So you're moving the other arm towards your body and pulling it with the other. And then we're going to put our arms over our head and grab our elbow with the other hand and pull it down. And then the other arm. And now move your legs out in front of you again. And we're going to put one leg under and then lean back so that you feel a stretch right here in your leg. And then switch into the other side. All right, so that concludes our workout. Thanks for watching, everyone.